If you've never been to a job fair, I'll help you out here. For many, it's one big room full of opportunity, perhaps ideal for someone with a limited education or has spent years in the military and have been out of the mainstream workforce. For others, it's the final rung on that ladder of hope. I'm talking about maybe a college-educated hard worker loaded with common sense, but for some reason still out of work. Well, that last sentence describes a man I met just last week. Tonight on The Good Stuff, you're about to meet him. The first impression you get just hearing about him should impress you. And frankly, so should your second impression.
Oracle is a technology service.
With his high school and college degrees proudly on display on the living room mantle.
I'm willing to start from the ground up. I just want an opportunity.
For 26-year-old Tevin Persley,
I want to be able to find a job that's suitable for my degree.
It truly isn't much to ask, is it? So you got a college graduate and he won't leave the house.
Right.
What's up with that?
I have no idea. He needs a job. He needs a job.
Now don't let first impressions fool you. For this classic hover mom,
I followed the bus the first day. I followed the bus the first day to Captain Shreve.
deep down, she's totally cool with following and hovering for a little while longer. When you get that job and you get your own place, you gonna take your mom's helicopter keys away?
Oh, yes.
You can't hover?
Oh, no way.
But all laughs aside,
Change locks.
Tevin finds little else funny about unemployment or underemployment.
Right, I have been offered like call center jobs, but I don't want to be rude. It's just like, that's not what I went to school for.
Lots of opportunities for you today.
So like many others earlier this week, Tevin tried his luck at a job fair.
So you already have an accounting degree, so you're qualified.
Nice meeting you.
Figuring if first impressions when he applied online didn't do the trick, let's make yet another one, a second impression in person.
When you put your resume online and they meet you in person, it seems like sometimes they feel like the mood changed.
Tevin's not talking about a celebratory mood.
I have achondroplasia dwarfism.
Tevin stayed in hospital maybe when he was like 6 months until 5 years old.
Early on, it wasn't just his arms and legs doctors feared would remain short. It was his life.
When Tevin was a baby, I lost him 3 times. Cold blue. Cold blue.
Fluid on the back of his brain and a collapsed lung only complicated his medical problems. But by kindergarten, Mom got her first glimpse of true hope just days after Tevin was assigned to a class for children with special needs.
I got a call from his teacher and said, Tevin doesn't need to be in this class.
At Riverside Elementary, Tevin had done it. He quickly changed their initial impression of him, not just with his grades, but with that personality. I mean, how many kids are invited to be in their teacher's wedding? Tevin was. Then at Uri Drive Middle School, Tevin continued to excel. And even after hitting the big bad campus of high school.
He just came Mr. Popular. He won. President of his sophomore class.
Then again his junior year and his senior year.
He won. His senior, he won.
Chances are you saw him running football game sidelines a few years ago with the Captain Shreve cheerleaders, fully embracing how the good Lord made him as Alligator Jr.
Our snacks on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Fully embracing every opportunity to change classmates' impressions of people with disabilities on the school's newscast.
High school taught me that I could do it.
Yet here he sits, 2 years removed from college life and his accounting degree.
I graduated for a while.
At a job fair, taking a moment to visit his alma mater, who ironically is in search of students just like Tevin was, who's now at a job fair.
People see appearances and they think you're not qualified just because you might look a certain way.
Paige Brosette is with Goodwill Industries Job Center. They work with Louisiana Rehabilitation Services to help connect employers with employees, ordinarily for entry-level positions. But as we've learned,
immediately I'm like, this guy's got it.
I've been doing nothing but praising you to him.
Nice to meet you.
Tevin isn't ordinary.
I want to find him a job, and I want to find it now.
Much like how he didn't quit on college just because he lost the ability to walk his sophomore year, Tevin is determined to be your next awesome hire.
I'm here to do a job. I'm going to get it done. No matter what, I'm still breathing. As long as there's breath in my body, I'm going to get it done.
Tevin now has spinal bifida as well after back surgery while in college, a surgery to prevent his spine from continuing to grow in his small body. Tevin tells me his grandfather also graduated from Wally College back in the 40s. He's the one that preached, always finish what you started. But Tevin says in addition to his grandfather, he's motivated daily to carry on in honor of a friend he met and had way back in elementary school, Matthew Campbell.
He was really like my rock. And then when I got to high school, my 9th grade year, he passed away. And that took a toll on me. And little do people know that everything I do it for him.
They had an incredible bond. Matthew was also in that teacher's wedding. Sadly, Matthew passed away after 2 heart surgeries just as Tevin started high school. He's dedicated each and every accomplishment in his life to Matthew and that friendship. And I bet he can't wait to place a picture of Matthew on his desk at your business after you interview him and hire him. Tevin, we're wishing you luck, buddy.